So this is what everybody really looks like when they take their mask off after guns, beer, and therapy. Oh my goodness.
Try to take a shower here, guys. Come on, get out of here. Close your eyes.
There, I found the buttons. Howdy, Hillbilly Nation. The American Hillbilly. Man. Well, good to see y'all. Welcome to Guns, Beer, and Therapy. Man, we got a rock and rolling side chat out there. Good to see each and every one of you. My goodness. Woo, man. We're going to start this off like we've been doing here for a while with a Bible verse. And this is what I chose for tonight. King James Version. Actually, last time on Georgia Sheen Connection, me and Bubba's on the side chat, and we're going back and forth on this verse here, talking and stuff. And so I thought it's a good one to talk about this week, I thought. So anyway, Psalms 97:10. Ye that love the Lord hates evil. He preserveth the souls of his saints. He delivereth them out of the hands of the wicked. And with stuff that's, that happened with Charlie Kirk and stuff, I know a lot of people, you've been hearing it, and I understand that. But we hadn't talked about it a whole bunch on Guns, Beer, and Therapy because just been digesting, everything and all that. But when me and Bubba's talking, he's like, man, he said, this verse has just been talking to him and stuff. And anyway, I'll read that again. Ye that love the Lord hates evil. He preserveth the souls of his saints. He delivers them out of the hand of the wicked. And so I think maybe what I can't speak for Bubba. I think like kind of what the discussion was is like, well, why did that happen to Charlie? Maybe, why didn't God do like what happened to Trump, move his head or whatever? We don't know. And that's for, the good Lord to know. But Charlie Kirk reached a bunch of people. I mean, a bunch of people. But since this awful thing happened, how much that has exploded. I mean, we've seen stuff in countries, other than the United States, everything just exploding. And, I think there's a verse, if Jamie is on it right now, he could probably quote it, but what evil people do for harm, God can make good. And that's just me paraphrasing, not quoting. So anyway, I thought this might be something we'd start out with tonight, this verse. So anyway, thank you guys and girls so much for being here. And let's start bringing out all these fine gentlemen back here in the green room. And we'll bring out first Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies. How you doing tonight, Chad?
I'm tired, man. I got up this morning and got my pole saw out, and I trimmed a bunch of low-hanging limbs around the property and cut up some firewood. Went up on the hill with my DR trimmer and cut my shooting lanes and put up my new blind and anchored it down and brushed it in and camouflaged it. went to the store and bought some corn and some batteries. Went back and put my cameras out and put some corn in my tripod feeder, and then my wife went to Travis Tritt concert tonight, so Jay Delta will get a kick out of this. I went to Drake's and had a big old fish dinner, and Jay Delta knows exactly what I'm talking about because we had that when he was here. And then I went to the range and shot a little bit. So, all in all, a good day.
So what'd you do the rest of the day after all this? Take a nap? I mean, that's probably you did all that by noon, didn't you?
Justin Lowe be proud of me, the work I've done today. I tell you.
Oh man, yeah. There you go, Hasbro's helping me out there. He says we see things too small on a time frame. Romans 8:28. And we know that all things work together for the good to those that love God, to those who are called accordingly to his purpose. Yes. Thank you, Hasbro. Appreciate that, because that's way better than my paraphrasing. So, good to have you here, Chad. I'm glad you're not in Mark Thomas's recliner. You might be taking a nap on us after all that work today.
I'm ready to win something, buddy.
All right. Yeah. And actually, we're going to be doing 2 giveaways tonight. So, anyway, thanks for being there, buddy. And up next, let's bring out Hasbro of Hasbro's Hide. How you doing this evening, bud?
Hey guys, had to show off the new avatar.
I love it. Yeah, let me bring that up
here. Yeah, good to be with you guys tonight. I feel like Chad. I'm pretty tired, but yeah, I don't look that bad, but I feel like Chad, so you know how that goes. Chad, you won enough last weekend. You don't need to win tonight. That's all I'm saying.
Well, the way Jay Delta's been winning, we don't stand a chance.
Isn't that the truth? And Justin. That boy cleaned up last week.
Justin won a lot of prizes last week. Yeah.
I got a chassis for that barrel now.
But I had my members only giveaway Thursday night, and Jay Delta won that again.
Oh yeah.
I've had 2 members giveaways, and he's won them both.
Dang. Yep. And Mark Thomas says, I'm staying in the side chat tonight because I've been up since 5 a.m.
Yeah, he won't be side chatting long.
Hey, you see my Mark Thomas impression? Look in the side chat. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, there. Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, thank you so much for being here, Hasbro. And yeah, we'll have to keep outlook on Justin Lowe's Craigslist or whatever, you know. I mean,
oh yeah.
Well,
Mark Thomas says, you only know when I fall asleep tonight when I start typing Z. Oh, man. Well, thank you for being on there, buddy. And up next, we have J Delta 22NC. How you doing, buddy?
Good evening there, Hillbilly Nation. Thank you for having me tonight. I guess we all tired because I got up early today too to be at the range, and we did our second annual, or third. I think this is the third annual one. Dum Dum Challenge at 100 yards. We had a lot of fun. Had like 12 entries. I tied up with another guy for first place, 12. I hit 8 Dum Dums out of 10. But I didn't do too good with the 6 targets of the KYL. I got 4, he got 6, so he got 6 pops and 6 targets on the KYL, so we tied for first, but we had a lot of fun. So,
Oh man.
and yeah, I think I won again last night. I chat 2 in a row. So, yes, sir. Thank you, there, brother. I don't play the lotto, but everybody keeps saying I need to go get a ticket. It's 400 million right here now in North Carolina. So,
You might be a winner, but you missed that fish dinner.
yeah, I know. Oh, I heard you about the fish dinner. Yeah, that was good. Well, Saturday when I went to take the T-shirt to the young lady,
Yep,
guess what I got me?
fish dinner.
Fish dinner. That white fish, oh man, that was delicious. And they give you a big
Sounds
portion.
great.
Yep.
See, Bama Dad says, you talking about the little round suckers or lollipops?
They are the
Dum Dum's actually a
the Dum Dum.
brand.
They're like maybe they're tiny. They're not real tiny, but they're small. They're small.
About a
Yeah.
half inch at 100 yards.
Yeah, about
When
a half inch.
When we was a kid, they were in the penny section.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had a lot of time.
Man.
We broke a bunch of them. I mean, it's nothing like having one and just see it disintegrate when you hit it.
Oh yeah, that looks like fun. Now that Halloween's candy is out, we had the grandkids and today and a few of them, and we ran up to Dollar General, and anyway, walked by the little Halloween candy aisle display, for Halloween, and they had a pack of Dum Dums, and I'm like, I had to buy those, and I'm like, well, I might go back and get them. I was like, because I'm like, dude, watching you guys shoot those, it's hilarious. I love it. And so.
They just turned to dust.
Do what?
They just turned to dust.
Oh, yeah.
Next time we shoot them, I think I'm going to put a trail camera out there and see how many deer comes in there that night and licks them up off the ground.
Well, make them deer dumber for hunting season.
Well, at our range, they've got to eat Dum Dums and they've got to lick up hard seltzers. So,
well, those Dum Dums are way cheaper than hard seltzers. I guarantee you that. All right. Well, up next we got Garage Guy 879. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Oh, I was doing well till a few minutes ago. All this talk about these good fish dinners, I want to go to Long John Silver's, and the closest one is 30 miles away. So I'm in a bad spot.
listen, if you ever go,
But
if you ever see a Drake's,
Yeah, go there.
they have a whitefish dinner and it says fried, but they have the option to get it grilled without the breading. Because I don't eat breading. Listen, it's more than you'll eat. They give you 4 big strips of fish and a side, and it is amazing.
It's great fish. Yes, it is.
They're alligator
Chad, you
garlic.
and
I'm
Jay
serious,
Dillon.
they taste good.
Yeah. Well, Chad, you and Jay Delta didn't help my situation any. Now I'm even more hungry. So, but
brother, it's good. It's good fish. I'll tell you that.
there's no drakes around my area here, but it's good to see everybody. Good to see everybody over there in a side chat, and it's Saturday night, Mike. Let's have some fun.
You betcha, buddy. And up next we got JH586. How you doing tonight, partner?
Better than I deserve. Thanks for having me, fellas.
Around.
Good to have you.
There he
We
is.
went to a contemporary Christian concert tonight. Guy's name is Danny Gokey. I highly recommend him if y'all ever get the opportunity. It's Gokey. And we don't do Long John Silver's. We got a Captain D's here. But as to your point, Hillbilly, if I can get this thing to stop doing what it's doing. Anyway, Genesis chapter 50, verse 20. But as for you, you meant evil against me, but God meant it for good, in order to bring it about as it is this day, to save many people alive.
Joseph.
Yes. Thank you very much, Jamie.
That's after Jacob had died and they had buried him, and they the brothers were scared to death that now that Pop's dead, he's going to kill the rest of us because we sold him into slavery. And what I'm excited about is seeing what God's going to do with him deciding to take Charlie Kirk home. And, there was another guy in his early 30s that came around speaking the truth to people who didn't necessarily want to hear it. And it was about 2,000 years ago. And look what his death caused. So,
Mr. Steven.
And, well, that's not exactly who I was thinking about. But
No, Jesus.
Oh, really? Well, yeah. I agree. I understand that. But yeah, Steven, we might talk about that here in just a little bit.
That'd be good. But anyway, thanks for having me, guys. Me and Garage are going to start us a college football live stream.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I meant to text you about that today, Jamie. I was serious. You and I remember on Scotsman's live stream here a couple of months back, you and I started talking college football, and he finally interrupted us and changed the subject.
Yeah.
So I figure if me and you get on there and start complaining about everything we want to, then there you go.
I come up with a title that's for we're going to name it, if Garage Guy's okay, we're going to name it the Non-Ball Knowers College Football Show. All the guys are saying now, you don't know ball, and what they're talking about is the X's and O's. Let me tell you what makes college football or any football, it ain't the X's and O's, because that's all been done before. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. Don't think about play calls. Think about players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
I hate to interrupt. I hate to interrupt.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Your fellas college football talk again, but we still got somebody in the green room.
Oh,
and I'll bring him up here.
Yeah.
You got Bubba Triclops Ballistic. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Bubba.
How you doing, fellas?
Hey, Bubba.
Bye-bye.
Good.
I'm hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit, I tell you.
All right, buddy. That's a good place to be.
I'm trying to keep my bank account in check. I think I told Jamie and them on their show, I was just like staring at a 6mm arc, and I also started staring at a 50 Beowulf upper, and I was just like, So, yeah. Trying to keep my pocketbook good.
Oh, man. Yeah, and we had Gary back there in the green room, and I don't know what happened to him. Did you push him out the back door, Bubba, or what?
I think I farted and it scared George. He had to chase after him. If I was to make an educated guess.
Oh, man. So, hopefully Gizzard get back on here. I seen him back there, but then I don't know if he had internet troubles or what, but anyway.
Hold on a second. I got to correct something I just saw on the side check. I do not have a Blue's Cruise backdrop. I did not choose the artwork inside of this room whatsoever at all. And I really hate this thing.
All right, Chad. Thanks for sharing that, buddy.
I'm about to say somebody farted. It got way too quiet in here.
We can't talk a gas mask on.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah,
I told you when I was working at Amazon, they called hazmat on me. That isn't a joke. I'm dead serious. I don't mean to draw away from the stories and stuff, but I had like I ate like burritos and I had sushi in one day, like within an hour and a half of each other. And I was walking around. They had propane tanks in the back, and I was like, "No one's here. I'll cut one here. No one's going to be bothered by it." And when I walked up, about 5-10 minutes later, because I had to check a couple of the doors, I see all the safety guys for Amazon running to the back going, "Oh, we got a leak. We got a leak somewhere." I'm just like, "What's going on?" It's like, "We got a propane leak." I was just like, "Oh, really?" They, "Yeah, did you see any of the cans busted or anything like that?" I said, "No." But it doesn't really smell like propane. It smells terrible. Like somebody had like bad Taco Bell and sushi or something. And I just looked at him and was like, that was me. That was me. They were literally getting ready to call hazmat because of that. That was their priority. I was like, oh my God, I had hazmat called on.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, I digress.
Yeah, that's hilarious, buddy. Yeah, propane does not have a smell to it. They put an additive in it, and
Yep.
ethyl mercaptan, and when we get new tanks in, we'd have to add that before we put propane in them, and it's like 1 ounce per like several like hundreds of gallons. That stuff is strong.
Yes.
And I would always get tickled when people's like, "Oh man, I smell propane. Yeah, I can have that smell," and it's like I was getting dizzy, and I'm like,
yeah, you can't smell it.
"No,
Yeah.
you're just smelling that oil that we put in the tank.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you wouldn't know you had a leak."
That's right. Yep.
And man, when you dealt with that, you always wore like leather gloves, and if you spill even a millimeter drop on those gloves, you might as well just throw them away because that smells not of that oil. It's not coming out. I mean, it's going to stay there for life. Yeah. 1 part per million. I knocked a 55-gallon drum over. Oh man.
Oh my. Yeah.
Here you go, Bubba. Vanessa threw this out to you.
Yeah. Good one, Vanessa.
Yeah, my coworkers where I'm working now are just like, yeah, you're the only one that keeps that joke alive. I said, what joke? He said, to pull my finger. Because I do that at work. Pull my finger. Brr. Oh my gosh. You pulled it, man.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Well, everybody, make sure you get your hashtags in tonight to enter the giveaway. And that hashtag is hashtag HBN148, and it is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. And tonight we're giving away the multicolor skinny knife, so you don't want to miss that. And also tonight, you can't enter it tonight because it was for last month. I did a little deal. If you went to my X channel and just follow me on X and screenshot it and emailed it to me, you got in a giveaway. So we're going to be doing that X giveaway tonight too. So anyway, yep, we'll be having 2 winners, and the X giveaway, it's a whole different thing. We're not. I mean, it's not the skinny knife. We're giving away a different knife that's really cool. So, and
Rover
the
Ranger.
multi-color skinny knife's cool too. I'm not taking away from that, but anyway. So, I thought this would be kind of appropriate. We hadn't really talked other than kind of like the beginning of this channel or this show about the whole Charlie Kirk deal, and I know it's all over everybody's feeds, and I know a lot of people's getting flooded with it, and I understand that. I actually did like just a pop-up show on Thursday night where we just kind of talked about 9/11 and Charlie Kirk. It's kind of a combo deal, this little pop-up live show. But I just thought we'd ask everybody on the panel and side chat, will you be watching Charlie Kirk's memorial? I put funeral, but memorial service tomorrow. There's different shows that's going to stream it or whatever, have it live and stuff like that. And so I know I already talked to my wife, and I think we're going to stay home from church tomorrow and watch it. But one of the things with that, our church, they do like they got a little video camera set up that records and streams it, so I can still watch our church service. But anyway, I thought we just ask everybody on the panel and the side chat. I mean, like, you don't have to go through the panel, but does anybody plan on watching it or anything? Or
I will. It's at 2:00 for my time, and to be honest, I do a little bit about Charlie Kirk, but not much, just because I really don't like to watch people argue back and forth. And that was sort of my perception of what's going on. I just don't like it. Not that I don't do it, I just don't like it. But the more I've watched since his assassination, his murder, to be straight up, I have really watched several of his. I was doing it today, and really appreciate what the man did. He very calm, very reasoned, and he had thought through things in a very deep way, both spiritually and logically. And I was watching one today about a guy trying to argue about abortion and when does life happen and all this sort of stuff. And he just kept saying, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I'm going to challenge your thinking. And it was amazing to watch.
yeah, I was very impressed with the man. I've been watching him for quite a long time now, and I want to shout out Chris Lang out here, the $5 super chats. Thanks for the party every weekend without fail. And I also want to shout out Jay Delta before the show started. He threw out a super chat too. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. But yeah, he literally I've heard people say it, and I understand. They went into the belly of the beast. These colleges. And I personally know people, and even like my youngest daughter had told me when she went to college, she went to Missouri State St. Louis, and kind of like what the professors were saying and stuff, and she had a good enough Christian upbringing and all that. She was fine, but I do know actually people personally, and they either moved away, went to another college, somewhere, or their child did or something, and come back. I don't know if I want to use the word indoctrinated, but with a totally different beliefs than what they were brought up on, and that's everybody has that right to make their own, so opinions and stuff. But so anybody else on the panel?
I definitely will. I think the little pop-up chat you had last week, I was very vocal about how I felt about it. And I'm not going to go into detail with it, but Charlie Kirk was an amazing person, and I think it's our duty to pay homage to a man who went out of his way to try to have the conversation that none of us were willing to have, or none of us felt comfortable having. And he had several of them. And I think paying homage to him is very important. He was our negotiator.
Yeah.
He was our negotiator. He was our in-between. And I definitely will. I don't know whether I'll watch the actual thing if they stream it from Turning Point or whatnot, or if I can't find it that way, I'll probably watch it through Nuxanor or Nux Talk. I can't remember what his name is on Kick, but I'll probably end up watching it through there.
Yeah. Desert Motors out there asking for a link. He says, "Did I join previously?" No, buddy. I did see you were on here previously before on one deal and asked for a link, and we just don't throw out the panel links to like people we really don't know, just because people can get burnt on that. I hope you understand. Somebody, not saying you are, but somebody could jump on here and start doing something to get the show taken down. So that's why we don't offer the panel links to somebody that we have not been around for a little while and get to know them and their channel and stuff. And I did go check out your YouTube last time, and you got a really nice channel about some nice cars and stuff. So, but yeah, stick around, buddy, get to know us, and we'd be more than happy to have you on the panel in the future. But anyway, anybody else got anything to say? They're gonna watch it, or like even it, like if you got any thoughts, about the whole thing or Charlie Kirk. I ask everybody, let's not get political. We all have our own thoughts and all this and that, and but we also have YouTube guidelines and stuff, and we don't want the show to get taken down. So anyway, but yeah, go ahead. Anybody else?
I won't get to watch it because after church tomorrow, I'm traveling to my parents' house to spend the evening with them. But did I hear correctly on the news today that the place where they're having his services tomorrow, they caught someone today with a firearm, and he got a charge for having a firearm where he wasn't supposed to, and they also charged him with impersonating a police officer.
I did hear something about that. I didn't, until I hate to say stuff, like I said, we don't know for sure.
I'm reading it now, Hillbilly. And yeah, there was a guy with a knife. That was sort of a misreported thing. He was approved to be there, whatever. But Chad's right. This is right on the news streams that they detained a guy that was armed and falsely claiming to be law enforcement. So,
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that right there is a crime in itself. Pretending to be a cop. And we just had Moondog jump in.
Hey everyone!
Hey,
Sorry
buddy.
for
Hey, Moondog.
No.
Moondog.
sorry for coming in late, you guys. We had our block party today, so I was over at our neighbor's house and just getting to know, socializing and for fellowship with our community here, as I'm doing right
That's
now.
awesome.
Very cool.
That's awesome.
Hey, Tom.
I just found out that one of our neighbors I knew grew up in around Richmond, and I just found out one of my other neighbors grew up. Well, he went to school over in Raleigh, so the conversation was as I was leaving their house was just about that. I was driving around that area and seeing some concerts back in the 90s, or at least they were telling me about the concerts they went to.
Oh, that's cool.
I
Yeah,
went
we
to a
have a block
concert.
party.
Wasn't as cool as Travis Tritt, though.
Oh, of course not. Where'd you go? Where'd you see Travis Tritt?
No, Hillbilly's. Wasn't it your wife? Hillbilly?
No, my wife went to see Travis Tritt. She just got home.
Awesome! That's great.
You know, he's just from, I think he's from Dallas, Georgia, about 50 miles south of here. I
saw him years ago. My parents and I went to Florida, and he was performing there, and we got tickets and went and saw him. That's been a long time ago, but he puts on a good show.
He's pretty cool.
Oh, I bet he does.
But we saw a contemporary Christian artist named Danny Goki. You heard of him?
I have not.
Go check him out if you get a chance.
Danny Goki?
Yeah. Anyway, about the Charlie Kirk thing, I'll be busy moving stuff out of my mother-in-law's house, but I should be able to watch it sometime tomorrow evening. I'm sure there'll be videos of it on
Oh,
YouTube.
yeah.
I'm sorry. What
Yeah.
was the topic discussion? I wasn't able to catch what was going on before I jumped in.
Yeah, it's going across the bottom. I just asked everybody if they're going to be watching Charlie Kirk funeral or memorial thing tomorrow. And then plus, letting everybody elaborate whatever they wanted to. As long as we didn't get, political, but
Yeah, I'm gonna see what time that is.
My dad said
11 a.m. Arizona time, I believe.
Arizona time. Okay.
Now I'm not for sure if that's Pacific or Mountain.
Well, it
They're in
depends
Arizona.
on the time of year because they don't have daylight savings, so it
Oh
switches
yeah, that's
around.
right. Yeah, that is right. I know our time, I just Googled earlier, and they're going to start the coverage from my time, around 9-10 o'clock a.m., 9 a.m. or something like that. But that, I'm sure that's a show thing starting.
Well, it says 11 a.m. local time to Arizona or 2 p.m. Eastern is what Google's telling me.
Oh, okay. But I did want to say, does anybody else got anything else to say or whatever on Charlie Kirk or? The reason I was saying this is, and I need you Bible scholars to help me out. I learned story, I guess being a hillbilly or whatever, listen to my grandparents talk and this and that. Most usually, a lot of things are brought up as a story, especially when they're talking to us at a younger age or this and that. And a lot of times I um, might not be able to immediately find or quote the scriptures. And, and I could possibly get something wrong. So please, help me out. But the best I remember, when I'm referring to what happened to Charlie Kirk, and I know me and Bubba had just a little small discussion back and forth on text messages and stuff, but um, how can something like this happen? And it always brought me. I mean, after I sat and let everything kind of settle in and everything, get out of the shock and all that of it, I thought of the story of Stephen. And at the time when, I'm, side chatting everybody, this is going to be a little preaching going on for a few minutes. So if you bear with us, we'll get through this, and we'll go on to another topic, and we're going to do some giveaways. So, but anyway, I believe around when Stephen got killed in the Bible, there's roughly around 200 followers of Jesus Christ. And he was persecuted, stoned to death, if I'm not mistaken, for what he was saying and this and that. And one of the guards, the Roman soldiers that helped hold Stephen while this was going on and stuff, was a man called Saul. And he thought he was doing what was right and stuff, what he's being told or whatever through his doctrination and stuff. And after Stephen was martyred, that following went to, I want to say, 200,000 or 300,000 followers of Christ. It is one of the biggest, as far as I know, in the Bible, one of the biggest advances of Christianity at that time, or, maybe, I don't know, maybe all times through there. But also, with Saul, Jesus basically touched him and changed his life. And that person, being Paul, is responsible for, I don't know what the percentage is, but a lot of the New Testament. And so I guess what I'm trying to say here is, something bad happened to a good person, Stephen. And when that happened, the gospel of Christ exploded way beyond what anybody at that time could even imagine. And so all you Bible scholars, help me out here and correct me or add to what I said, please. Because, like I said, I'm just a hillbilly. And
Saul, his name was Saul. So Saul was a rabbi. So in those days, the rabbis, the Sanhedrin, they were the religious people, but they were the judges, they were the executors, they were everything. So they have given him letters for Saul to go and arrest all these people. They used to call it the people of the way. They were the early Christians because they follow the way of Jesus. So um, Saul was out there on his way to whatever he was, but he was consenting. The Bible says he was consenting to the death of Stevens. And he thought he was doing God a favor, right? He was so jealous about, because see, religion is not the same thing as relationship. You know, some religions you got to do these things to be able to earn whatever it may be. So what God wants is a relationship. So that's when Saul comes in the picture. He was consenting to the death of Stevens right there. And then from there, he was on the way to Damascus, and a light appeared to him. And of course, it was Jesus. And it says, it's a hard thing to kick against the goads. And he said, "Who are you, Lord?" And of course, it was a bright light, the Bible says. The people were around him, they heard it, but they couldn't see it. And Paul said, "Who are you, Lord?" He said, "I'm Jesus, who you are persecuting." So then we know the story. He was blind, and Ananias, the prophet, went in to pray for him. And of course, he went from being a persecutor of the church and the ways of God to be one of the greatest apostles that wrote probably more than 3/4 of the New Testament. Romans, Corinthians.
So a lot of the letters you
Galatians.
read when the letters
Yeah.
were written by Paul to various churches around
Churches,
the
yeah.
Mediterranean.
Yeah, Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians. So God, sometimes we don't understand God's way, because God's ways, he says that his ways are higher than our ways. His thoughts are higher than our thoughts. So I ask the same question sometimes, why? But there's a purpose that God uses. So the Bible, you know, is the best-selling book ever. Okay, and through generations, men and kings and emperors have tried to curtail it, take it away, dissolve it, and it's still a best-selling book today. So God can use a bad situation to create a great situation, right? God have used unsaved people that don't have a relationship with him, like King Nebuchadnezzar. King Nebuchadnezzar was not a Christian person. He was a fear king, because if he didn't like you, he have your head cut off. That's the way he was. And God used Nebuchadnezzar, right? And of course, Nebuchadnezzar, when God touches your life, you can either run to him or run away from him. So you know what happened to Nebuchadnezzar? He one day, he had that dream, and Daniel told him what it was going to be. And one day he was in his palace, because the palace in those days were high, so you could see everything from your palace. And he said, "In this Babylon, the great nation that I had created by my hand." And right there was a voice from heaven and said, "Nebuchadnezzar, you've been found and wanted." And he went and ate. He said 7 periods means 7 years. The historian says that his nails were like claws. They grew really long hair, his beard. He was the madman out there in the woods, running in the woods. And he says, "Until that day that I recognize that God of heaven reigns, and he appoints kings and take kings away." And then he said his kingship was restored to him, and his lords, the other kings that served him, sought him. And then he recognized that the God of heaven reigns right in the affairs of men. So it's hard sometimes. I know for the family, it's got to be really hard. Always is. Made no sense to us, because he wasn't there inciting or partying or doing drugs or whatever it was. He was doing a good thing, right? And of course, there's a real enemy of our life. Again, I know we're talking about preaching. I'm trying to preach, but it is. The devil is real. So if you think about some of this crazy stuff that happened out there, and people say, "I just can't believe it," where there it is. The Bible said we fight against principalities in the air, not against flesh and blood, right? Like, if we could see it, right, we could fight it. But that's what God said, "Fear not, you have conquered the world," Jesus said. So he that is in you is greater than he that's in the world. The Spirit of God is in us when you become a believer. So yeah, things like that is going to happen, and but God will get the glory, and we'll see what God will do with this tragedy.
You betcha.
Man.
And I want to bring something real quick, and we'll go on. It's something that happened real live, here. And after it happened, well, let me just explain it. So we had grandkids over a few years ago. They were, some of them were younger. Got sweet little Ella. She's been on this live stream set right here. A lot of you guys have seen her on here. Just the sweetest thing, and she's really in the baby dolls like girls are. And it's a few years ago. And so she had this baby doll, and we're outside, we're cooking, people, we're swimming, jumping on trampoline, kids, whatever. She come over to me, and I mean, just tears going down her face, and she wasn't crying like out loud. And she's like, Papa, her little brother had tore the arms off her baby doll, and she's just devastated, She's like, this is my favorite baby doll, and it ain't got any arms, I said, well, hang on a minute. Let Papa try to fix this. So I got the arms, got the baby doll. I turned my back to her, and I popped them arms back in, right? And little tears just going down her face, She's just, to her, it's like the end of the world, And I turned back around and I handed her that baby doll, and the arms are in there. And man, big old smile. She's like, thank you. Gave me a hug, and off she went. Well, later on, I think the Lord showed me this. For her, like, it was like over. I mean, her baby doll was completely, demolished. It meant a lot to her, And I was able to fix it because I had different knowledge than what she had.
Right.
I knew when she walked up what I could do to this. And it's something that I feel like the Lord put on my heart. Okay, you come to me with these problems. You got tears in your eyes. You don't understand why this happened. It's all over with. But I know way more than you do, I can fix that for you. And that was something that when it comes to like, we don't know why this happened or whatever. We're like that little kid with that baby doll that don't understand. But the Lord has, a different plan. And so, okay, I'm done with that. But that was one thing.
It's a great story.
Yeah. And so, Jamie, I know you're busting over there, buddy.
He said, yeah, I'm good.
Yes. The only thing I would reiterate is lots of great verses in the side chat. It's been said that, well, J Delta said it's a relationship that brings you salvation. It's not religion. Religion is a set of rules that nobody can live up to. It's salvation by works. I'm here to tell you, brother, you cannot work your way to heaven. You are saved through your faith by grace and mercy. You are saved because even the faith that it requires to have a relationship with Jesus is a gift of God.
That's right.
Not by works, so no man can boast. And we are to walk in good works, which he's created beforehand, that we should walk in them. That's what Charlie Kirk was doing. He was standing up for his faith in spite of people who came to debate with him and to show him how wrong he was. And, he opened his mouth and Jesus came out. How can you sit there and argue with God?
Yeah.
And what this is going to do is, Charlie Kirk gave us the blueprint. Now it's time for us to stand up. And I've seen people say stuff like, well, this is going to cause a civil war. Not if you're doing God's will, it won't.
Mm-hmm.
God tells us to forgive and to love. And he don't say forgive and forget, which is something that a lot of people are saying. God don't want us to be doormats for heathens, pagans. But at the same time, it reminds me of the love chapter, 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Though I, give my body to be burned, it's worthless if I don't have love. And one of my favorite lines in that particular verses 1 through 4 there, if y'all want to go look it up, is where though I speak with tongues and all of this, if I don't have love, it's just a clanging cymbal. Mm-hmm. In other words, all you're doing is making noise because the love of God ain't in you. You're making noise.
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk had the love of God in him. And what we're going to see through his pretty much martyrdom, I think we can all agree that that's what happened. I think what we're going to see is a lot more people from all over are going to start standing up for their faith. And this guy that we went to see tonight wrote a song about that, and I'm anxious for y'all to hear it. I'll try to, if I can find it when it comes out. He just wrote it. He's written it since Charlie Kirk was assassinated, and so it's not been released or recorded. So I feel like we got a special preview. But if I can find it as soon as it's recorded and released, I'll put a community tab post up on my channel.
Thank you, Jamie.
Jamie, you made a point, and Hillbilly did too, on one major point in this. And Hillbilly, your number's a little off, but your point was dead on. So at the time Stephen started, there had been 3,000 converted on the day of Pentecost, and then just a few days later, another 5,000. And that's only typically counting the men, right? So the numbers are much higher. It's growing like crazy is the point, right? And that's sort of something that I teach when we're in Bible class, and it's really your point, is that God is one. Like if you're out at a campfire, right, and you take a stick and you start stirring that, which is what Satan was doing, all it does is throw sparks everywhere. And it's exactly how the first century church spread. And I pray that's the same thing that happens with Charlie Kirk's life. That is just Satan stirring up that fire, and it's just going to spread.
You can't stop the move of God. That you just can't. I mean, Satan knows that, but he's going to try because he knows his days are numbered. So the Apostle Paul says, we got to be ready in season and out of season to talk about the hope that is in us. So that doesn't mean we go there be mean. We have to be with love, or we have to be forward. Jesus was. That's what got him crucified. People think Jesus was a pushover. He wasn't a pushover. He went out there, and he's not telling us to go do that. Go to a church and just say, hey, you guys, but he did. And when he spoke the truth, sometimes we can speak the truth and hurt somebody on purpose, but the truth will set you free. That's what the word says. And the truth will set you free. On the truth. What truth? The truth of the word of God. So we got to speak it in love, or we got to speak it. Because, I tell people when I used to teach Sunday school, we got an appointment, right? We got an appointment that we will never be late to. That's an appointment to death. He said, because he's appointed to man to live, but to die. We know when we are born, we don't know when we're going to die. But we all going to have to meet that appointment. So we just got to be ready. So we got to use that time and tell others, with love. And sometimes you win them over, sometimes you don't. But God can do. I mean, if he spoke through a donkey, Balaam. Remember Balaam? If he spoke to a donkey, I tell you, if we are willing and we are available, He
Yeah.
can use us. So
And thank you, buddy. And Hasbro, I know you got to go. Your back's hurting, buddy. And thanks for that correction. Those numbers and stuff. Like
I didn't mean it as a correction. I just meant it to emphasize your point.
That's why I said
the numbers were
please help
growing
me, because
crazy.
I don't. I'm paraphrasing on those numbers and everything. And so I know you've got to head out here. Your back's hurting and the stuff. And we pray that you get feeling better, buddy. So why don't you go ahead? What you got coming up? I know you got something really exciting coming up. And if there's anything else you'd like to say on this, please go ahead and finish. What you'd like to say. But yeah, what you got coming up, brother?
Well, I didn't want to interrupt the thought. No, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't. That's why I sent it in the back chat.
You're fine, brother. You're fine.
But yeah, I get out today, and that's probably why I'm hurting about now. I did get to the range a little bit and shot one of even though it's my target, I shot one of the best rounds I've ever shot at a range with this stand shoots. And so we got a new challenge out. And so I wanted to do a Halloween challenge again, and this is going to be 22 long rifle and pellet and BB guns at closer range, again, to get everybody kind of involved. But I asked Hillbilly, and he volunteered to shoot it. And so I just decided to morph the whole thing into it's his fault as much as mine. So you guys see this. It's him. So
Blame it on the Hillbilly.
if y'all want, I released a video tonight. Hillbilly's going to be releasing his shortly.
Oh,
and
great.
it shows the target, it tells you about it. And then you can go to hasbroshide.com and tells you a little bit more. There's a leaderboard and the target to download and print. And you're shooting witches and pumpkins, and you're trying not to shoot Hillbilly this way, that guy. And you're trying to shoot the witches chasing him, which is kind of that point, right?
Yeah.
And so you're trying to save Hillbilly. That last shot's pretty tricky. And this video that I released, I can't believe how perfectly I nailed that witch. My wife was just laughing when she saw it. But anyway, check it out. It's for fun. It's going to go through October 31st. And then on Hillbilly Show, a week or two later, we're going to be giving away some stuff related to that. And one other thing we're going to do, and Hillbilly, I don't think I've even told you about this. I had a company approach me about this product. Now, I'm not selling this product, okay? But as part of the deal, they said, hey, how much could we pay you to review this and do it? I said, well, you can't pay me, first of all. But I'll review one if you'll give away one to the live stream. And so in a few weeks from now, 3-4 weeks, whatever, we'll do a live stream, and Hillbilly's going to give away one of these on his show, and they'll mail it to you. So we got those two things coming up.
Great.
And that's what we're going to do.
That is awesome. And you want to show them a preview of the target, or?
Oh, sure, I can if you want.
It's up to you.
Let me just do it this way. It might be easier if I do it the entire screen. So we'll do it like this.
Yeah.
You go here, right? And so this is just down. You hit the main page on Hasbro. Just come down. It's right here. And there's an intro video here. But this is the target. Can you see that okay?
Watch that intro video. It's good.
I'll try to make it a little bit funny anyway. But here's Hillbilly getting chased. This is your last shot. And the key thing is you can only hit the witch. If you hit the hands and the feet, it doesn't count. Do you hit her and you get 40 points. But if you hit Hillbilly, we're probably all going to laugh, but you're going to lose 20 points. So,
only 20.
Yeah, only 20. But the hardest thing is there's 21 shots, and the hardest thing is making sure you get them all. I got a pretty good score with an old antique rifle, and I didn't shoot this one right here, like you idiot. 20 points missing. So anyway, then you have unlimited sighters down here. So it is not just because I created it's an addictive target. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, it's fun.
I hope people get out there and have fun.
It is fun, and that's the biggest. Like, you're having to look over the target. And it's like, okay, I hope I didn't miss anything.
Yeah, if you put a bullet in here, and it's really hard to even see it.
Yeah.
So now Jay Delta, he's got a scope and a rifle that reaches halfway down there anyway. He can see anything. But Chad's got a gun that's he probably gets powder burn because the muzzle and the little extender he put on her gets him all the way to the target. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what we got coming up, and it's a lot of fun.
Well, thank you so much for being here, buddy. Appreciate you. And say goodnight to you, and
All right.
also Dwayne
Praying
had
for
to
you
jump
back,
off
brother.
out there.
Thank you.
Yes, bro.
Good night, all. God bless you all, and if you can,
Bless you,
of course, remember Charlie tomorrow.
Yes,
See
sir.
ya.
You bet. Yeah.
See.
You guys go and check out Hasbro's Hide. Always a great channel. I mean, just always good stuff over there. So go check out, show him some love. And I know everybody's not got a chance to talk, so anybody else in the panel? Oh, Bubba's back there in deep thought too. Tom, Bubba, Chad, Mark, any of you guys ain't got to talk yet.
You talking about Steven or the verses in general?
Whatever you want to talk about, brother.
You know, we're on Guns, Beer, and Therapy. I'm not going to say stuff that I want to say. I'm not going to. But I will say 3 words, and that'll be it. God is good.
Yes, he is.
Yes,
all
he
the
is,
time.
brother.
You know what? I'll follow it with 3 more words. All the time.
All the time.
All the
God
time.
is good all the time.
The time. Yes.
Now, Bubba, I mean, you know, you're our brother, and if there's something you need to share, you share it, buddy. That's what we're here for. That's the therapy part. You know, let's have fun, and not only that, but you know, we're a family here. So,
Hey, Mark's still there. He's going down now.
he said he's going to bed.
Good job, buddy.
Come on, Mark.
Mark down, Mark down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what I need to do too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got a giveaway coming up pretty soon. So, but Tom, Chad, Garage Guy, and Bubba, I don't know if you're through there or not, buddy, but you guys just share anything you'd like.
Well, honestly, there's, as far as Charlie goes, everything's been said that I can think of. It was a tragedy. His family, his wife and children are without a father. It's terrible. And regardless of his views or what have you, it's just a tragedy. That's all I can say about it. I wasn't as familiar with, him as a lot of other people. I would see him come up on YouTube Shorts where he would be talking to people, and some people would be complaining, and he would give his reason and for disagreeing with them. And that's about all you can do. If somebody says something and you don't agree with it, then at least let him have the chance to tell you why he doesn't agree with it. But it's just tragic.
Yeah, it is. And one, if I might say something real quick, I've seen, like, I've been following him for a while, watching his videos and stuff, and I remember during one of his rallies, somebody's little bullhorn, they're kind of ways back and they're yelling some stuff. And the crowd, the college crowd there was kind of booing that guy. And he's like, no. Come on up here. We'll give you a mic. You don't need that bullhorn. Come on up here to the front. Invited the guy all the way up to front, to say what he wanted to say. And out of all those conversations that I've ever watched, Charlie Kirk was polite. He let them talk. stuff like that. Now, like on that situation right there, me personally, I'll be like, Security, get this guy out of here, But, that'd be me, but not him. He's like, he's got something to say. Come on up here. Cut to the front of the line. There's a lot to be said about a person like that. And the one thing that, I mean, the way he's touched my life just recently is when I heard his wife say that the whole time, her and Charlie were dating and been married, and they got 2 young kids. Any of us that's had kids, we understand, what goes on when you're having young kids. It's a lot of stress and all that. She said that he had never, ever raised his voice to her or his children. I don't know how many men can raise their hand and say, I've never done that. I can't, I mean, and I, honestly, that's something right there is just very impressive to be able to respect, your wife or whatever, maybe talk about it, but not raise your voice. And so that's something like it's been on me. It's like, I mean, me and Ames, we don't yell at each other a lot, but all of us, it'll happen. We'll raise our voice, against the other. Maybe not in a bad situation or nothing like that. It don't always have to be bad. But about the time, when I say, where's this at? She's like, it's in the cabinet or whatever, right there in front of your face or whatever. I want to yell back. And it right there just that's been sticking in my head. Okay, do not raise your voice. You can be better than this. And so,
maybe Ames can get that on video sometime. You're looking for something.
Yeah, right.
So, Hillbilly, I think we all agree that this should have never happened. But anybody that don't, or anybody that is okay with what happened, that's the people that we need to bear witness to as Christians. It's not okay. And I took it upon myself to lower our flag to half-mast on the gun range. And one of our club members had a smart aleck remark about that and wanted to know why I done it, that Charlie didn't deserve a flag at half-mast. And I chose not to debate with that person. I love him just the same, but I don't understand his thought process. And I will say that after Trump's assassination attempt, they had a meeting, and they brought it up that they thought that maybe the outdoor venues should stop doing that. And Charlie Kirk said that he was not going to stop the way he done things, and so he knew the possibilities of what he was doing, and that didn't stop him. And that's what we should do as Christians.
yes, and if real quick I could say something on that. They go to have the event set up at a college, and they would put out pre-tickets, free, but to see how many people's coming. And he'd have 3 to 5,000 students sign up for it. And the college was offering him a small room that holds 200 people. And he said the colleges are blocking me from having these, all these, kids coming. And that's when he according to what I heard on these videos, that's what the reason he started going outside also. But then again, you're exactly right. He's after that, he's no, I'm going to keep doing it. So everybody say what they need to say. Tom,
I would
anything, buddy?
I would just simply say that if Charlie was, and I didn't follow, as Garage Guy said, I didn't follow Charlie all that closely. I just, I was aware of him. I'd seen some shorts of his, but everything I've learned about him is pretty much that to me that he was a great example of what a Christian man should aspire to not hate, to forgive, and to be Christian in the broader sense of the word. And he invited people that he disagreed with. He subscribed to the ethos that don't hate your enemy. And I would just remind everybody that despite as despicable of an act that was perpetrated by somebody who believed wrongly that Charlie Kirk was a hateful person, that he espoused things that were hateful when he didn't, but they were just listening to what other people portrayed him as. And if we admire Charlie Kirk for being a Christian, we should not hate even the people that we consider to be negative towards us as conservatives or as gun owners. When they say, "Oh, do you change your position now that about guns?" Look, no, it's all about responsibility and the act. And what a person does with their gun can be wrong, or it could be good or benign. And the act was wrong, but the gun was not wrong. So if we respect Charlie Kirk's memory and we respect the Second Amendment, then we can't hate. And so don't let yourself fall into that trap, that path of hating the opposition. That's what I have to say about that.
All right, I've calmed down enough to say it. As far as the Charlie Kirk thing goes, Psalms 97:10. I've been reading Psalms a lot. Psalms 97 specific. Psalms 97:10 says, "Ye that love the Lord hate evil." Again, it says evil. It doesn't say hate the people. It says hate
Amen.
evil. To anybody that disagreed with Charlie, that's fine. That's what Charlie wanted. He wanted to have an opposite opinion. That's what he wanted. He wanted to have the discussion. That is perfectly well and good. That is fine. And that is nothing we should hate on. There's nothing we should be mad about, people having a different opinion. But the people who on that day decided to, I'm going to start calling it the mask off day. That's what it's going to be from now on. The people that took that opportunity to take joy in that, to take joy in that act. You are evil. Pray you get yourself right, knowing full well you probably won't. But you are evil. A viper's generation of snakes. To those that just disagreed, that's your right. No argument with you. But to laugh and then call for more of that to happen, you do not deserve to be in public. You should be arrested. There needs to be insane asylums again. This needs to stop. Bar none, both sides. This needs to stop.
Yeah.
Although I say both sides, it's only one side, but it needs to stop. We do not need to be the people that retaliate.
Yep.
Physically, anyway.
Totally agree with that, buddy. And I had wrote down some stuff I'd heard, and it changed from just a few days ago. And we're going to do giveaway right next, guys and girls. I promise. But Charlie Kirk, there was 900 college chapters of Turning Point USA and 1,200 high school chapters. 2 days ago, they had got, or a few days ago, I think this is 3, maybe 4 days ago, they got applications for 40,000 new chapters.
Wow.
And I heard yesterday that number's already jumped up to 62,000 new chapters. Now, I mean, that's from 900 college and 1,200 high school. So, I mean, literally 2,100 chapters to 62,000 new applications for chapters of Turning Point. These are kids in high school or college that's, wanting to be involved in Turning Point USA. And that's amazing. Chris Lang says now it's up to 68,000.
Wow.
Yeah. That's, I mean, that's, put this way, Charlie Kirk did a lot of stuff, but from the time of 18 years of age to 31 years of age, he got there, and look how much more the good Lord's expanded that just in a matter of, a little over a week. And so anyway, let's do some giveaways. I mean, I know everybody's been waiting. And so if you did not see my videos, the month of August, I put out some videos. If you went over to my X channel and followed me there and did a screenshot and then emailed it to me, you're going to get involved in a giveaway. And the reason for that is I get to work with companies. They email me some really good deals, for, specials they got coming on, and really good deals. Well, with YouTube, I cannot post that on there. I mean, you can a little bit, but you have to be it's really tricky. With X, I can put the post on there. I can put the link on there. So all you gotta do is just a one-click type deal, and bam, you're there. In that discount everything's right there. It's just so much simpler. So that was the reason for me doing that, is so I could share some really good deals with people. And so we had 12 people that did that. And I'm going to bring myself up here real quick. And I'm going to go ahead and show you before we do the drawing. But here's the dates and everything when they did that. And so I just numbered them 1 through 12. And so we got a wheel sitting right here. And, I guess I should show what I'm giving away for that. Bubba knows for sure, and people on his channel, I started giving away an albatross knife. It was kind of like way long ago. It's kind of like a survival knife. It had a bunch of stuff on it, light and all that. Bubba started giving away some albatross. Is it cramlets? Bubba, I think is what they were called. Super nice knives, sharp and all that. And so I come across this one, and this is really cool. It's made by Albatross. And, well, I didn't flip it hard enough, sorry. And it is one sharp knife, one heck of a blade. It's got a block right here and pocket clip on it. It is a really, really, really nice knife. And so that's what we're going to be giving away for I don't know, I guess I'll call them X people. I don't know. So anyway, we'll bring that up, and we're going ahead and spin this, and then we'll get right to the giveaway for tonight. So don't go anywhere. These are in order, so I'm going to shuffle it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Mix those numbers up a little bit. If somebody in the panel will give me a countdown, we'll go ahead and spin this.
3, 2, 1. Spin.
All right. Round it goes. Only those two. Number 9. Alrighty. And so I did say you had to be present to win during all that. And doggone it, it is Tennessee Goddess right there is number 9.
Oh.
And I have not seen her this evening. I know she works late and she mostly jumps on a little bit later. Tennessee Goddess, you out there, girl? We'll give you just a minute here to jump in. If not, then we're going to have to spin again. Ron J. Matters says he didn't see his name on there. Did you email me, buddy? As the emails come in, I wrote them down. Oh, he retracted the message.
Retracted, yeah.
Anyway, I've not seen Tennessee Goddess on here, doggone it. So we're going to remove that number, and we're going to spin again. $12 or $5, I don't know. Number 5. And he just jumped on here. Hang on a second. I knocked my mic off my stand here. Give me a second, fellas. Oh, man.
Technical difficulties.
And so, number 5 here is Jacob S. And I just seen him put his hashtag in.
Yeah, I just saw that.
He jumped in late, but in time. So, Jacob S., are you out there, buddy?
There you go. I see it.
Oh, Jacob S. says congratulations to himself. Ron, I'm sorry. You said you were the first one. I don't know how I missed it. Man, I'll go back and check on that, and I'll take care of you, buddy. Sorry about that. I'll go back and check all the emails and everything. I'll get you something. So don't apologize for that. But anyway, Jacob S., email me at AmericanHillbillyUp@gmail.com and give me the name and address you want that sent to. All right, now let's switch over to the giveaway tool. And we'll bring that on stage here. And we have 22 entries. So somebody like to count us down, we'll give that thing a spin.
3, 2, 1.
Round and round she goes. Perry M. in Kentucky. Perry, you out there, buddy? If you are, say something on the side chat. I know he's out there earlier, for sure. Hopefully he's still on here. We'll give him a quick minute to say something.
There he is. He's there.
Good.
All right. Perry, congratulations. I'll write your name down here.
Congratulations.
Perry, email me at AmericanHillbillyUp@gmail.com. Give me not only your screen name, but also the physical address and name you want that sent to. And that is all down below on the banner. So, AmericanHillbillyUp@gmail.com. Congratulations, buddy. Awesome. And you win a skinny multicolor knife. So, real quick, I want to thank the VIPs for this channel, because they're the money they spend as a VIP that goes into all the skinny knife giveaways. So they just made Perry M's day better. All right. So let's go around the panel here and let everybody tell us what they got coming up. And it is storming outside right now. I got a posse pawing at my side because he does not like thunder and lightning. I don't think he minds lightning. It's the thunder that bothers him.
Yeah.
And so, Chad, don't go anywhere, because in case I get kicked off, you'll still be on here. So, Moondog, what you got coming up, buddy?
Oh, well, just got a video coming out doing another ammo test, this time with my CZ457. So this is going to be the same two ammos we're going to be doing TAC 22 and just comparing against CCI. And I just a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, I posted a similar test using my Ruger Precision Rimfire. So I'm just trying to see which of the cheapest ammos that run regular on my firearms are working the best on those two rifles. And of course, I still have the giveaway that I'm doing on my channel, where I'm giving away a 60 power TPO scope. So if you guys are interested in a 60 power scope, please feel free to enter the contest. You'll find details on my website. I'll post up a link right now to that in the side chat. And all you have to do to enter to qualify for the contest is to subscribe to my travel channel, Moondog Go, where if you're into anime, I just posted a anime my visit to an anime festival here in the San Francisco Bay Area. So that was an interesting, fun trip. I just wish there was more stuff to see, because it has been I've been a huge fan of anime since I was a kid. For those of us who grew up watching Speed Racer, Battle of the Planets, and Macross, or I should say Robotech, then yeah, if you love watching those kind of cartoons, then yeah, you would love going to see all the cool things that people do with animation. So that's what's coming up. And I want to hand it off to Jamie, because I know we both have church tomorrow, so we need to get off early.
Well, thanks, Moondog. And it's an important day for us. We've been without a pastor for over a year. And
no, you got a new one now?
We're having a guy come to preach in view of a call tomorrow. So,
oh, good.
So hopefully we're playing a special song. And I want to encourage y'all go to church somewhere tomorrow. You'll be glad you did. Thank y'all so much for having me, and thank you even more for putting up with me. Appreciate y'all.
All right, gentlemen. I'm gonna go, and probably Jamie's gonna.
Good night.
Yeah. Good night, guys.
Good night, guys.
Night, Moondog.
Have
Jamie,
a good service tomorrow.
Guys, hang on, I'm spinning. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. Got you now.
Okay. Yeah, go check out Moondog. His channels, and Jamie and JH586, and also Georgia Shooting Connection. And so, Bubba, you got anything coming up, brother?
Nah, brother, I ain't got nothing coming up so far. I'm trying, but yeah, I never have any time. Hopefully, I'll get out to the range. Monday's my birthday, so I'm going to go out and try to shoot Monday.
Happy birthday!
Happens. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've got a couple videos in my phone, but I'm having a hard time trying to get my editing thing to work on the new computer. And I think it's mainly because I don't have a right connector for my phone for the new stuff they did for Windows 10 or Windows 11. So it's kind of different for me. But I should have one if I end up figuring it out. But yeah, that's about it.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chad, everything's cutting out on my side. Can you finish through this for me for a minute?
Yes. Yes, sir. So Bubba went. So Garage Guy, what about you? What you got coming up, buddy?
Well, this coming week, I got a video coming out on another 1911 by T-Sauce. This is called the Serviced Enhanced Model, Chamber 45 ACP. And from my research here on YouTube, there's only about 3 or 4 videos on this model pistol, and you can only get it from one place. But I'll talk about that in a video. Also, I'll still have the Hammerly H1 Forge 1911 chambered in 22. I did the shooting segment today as well, and it'll probably be out in 2 weeks. So I'm going to go ahead and get off here. I've enjoyed your guys' company. Everybody over in the side chat, I hope you have a really good rest of the weekend. And I hope to catch you people later. Have a good one, everybody.
Take care.
All right, Bo. See you.
Take care. God bless.
So, Jose.
Got a few videos coming next week. I'm doing on Monday Baker's Dozen from NoPro. And then on Wednesday, I got a video coming out. We are shooting the Ely Biathlon that was donated by Ron Stoppable, one of the guys in my club. And we're using the remix on that one. I have made that video with that ammo and Ely contact. And as I told you guys last night in your show, all those videos when I upgraded my the app on my camera, I lost them all. So we're reconstructing again. So thank you for having me tonight.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yes.
So, just a reason to go back to the range, though.
Yes, sir.
So, what rifle did you shoot at the Dum Dums today?
The remix.
Are you discouraged enough to just send it on to me then?
Yeah, I'm almost packed it today. Just gonna try one more time. I'm gonna try one more time, and then if it don't work, we might think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, I got several videos coming up, just shooting videos. And if you haven't checked out my most recent video of our Kenny Blackburn Memorial shoot, it's an hour-long video, but it is worth the watch. We gave away a lot of neat prizes. Had a great day shooting that match for a good cause, and we did raise $640 to donate to the American Kidney Foundation on Kenny's wife's behalf. So that was a good turnout, and I mentioned last night on my show, I think what I'm going to do for the winter months is I'm going to start getting out each one of my rifles, rimfires, and showing them a little love and doing some videos on them, because I got about 25 different rimfire rifles, and I need to get them out and show them off and knock the dust off of them. So that's what you can look forward to through the winter months, because unfortunately our matches are done for the year. We always stop when deer season starts, and now it'll just be when Chad feels like going to the range and plinking some rounds. So, anyways, Hillbilly, are you back?
Yeah, buddy, I'm here. Hopefully you guys can hear and see me okay. Everything's starting to sound a lot better now. It was cutting out really bad a while ago. Thank you, Chad, for doing that. Appreciate each and every person for being here. Go check out these people on the panel and side chat. Check out their channels. Show them some love. Go over there, subscribe, watch their videos, because they do great videos, and I sure enjoy watching them. And of course, I got videos coming out here and there, a couple each week. So anyway, I want to thank all of Hillbilly Nation, for being here, the panel, side chat. You guys are amazing. You're just a blessing to me. No doubt about that. And anyway, we're going to leave you all with this. Remember, God, family, and country. Make somebody's day better, will you? If the good Lord's willing, the creeks don't rise.